Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, soldados y vuestras mercedes. I'm your host, Spanish Galleon. Today, we will be continuing our journey into Mexico. 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 We're going to be playing Expeditions Conquistador. We'll be going for a couple hours. And then we will continue from there. I hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day. For this episode of Conquistador, I really want to do two things. One, I want to rebuild Fortaleza de Gutierrez, which we should really name to us, but whatever. And then two, I really want to visit Tenochtitlan before I complete this quest. I'm gonna just complete it, question mark, and see, you know, I want to see if it like kicks off something otherwise. Herbalism. Unused meat? No. Not in my country. The lovers. Oh, okay. Your Sergeant Pintado politely pulls you aside to have dinner with you. In private. There's something we must discuss that concerns Miguel and Mercedes. What's going on? I noticed that they've been spending a lot of time together over the past few weeks. I wanted to make sure it was nothing sinister, so I've been keeping an eye on them. Okay. Well, it was just a romantic affair. Miguel has been visiting Mercedes' tent in the evening, but it occurred to me that I'm not sure whether you allow that sort of relationship among the members of our expedition. I better talk to them in person. So, Sicart and Valiente are having an affair? That's the gist of it, yes, there's no doubt. I better talk to them in person. Alejandro makes himself scarce, and you seek out the two lovebirds. You find them in a nearby stream, washing their cutlery conspicuously close to each other. Sicart and Valiente, a word in private, if you please. They look at each other so concerned, but they immediately pull aside their cutlery, dry their hands, and pull you out of earshot of everyone else. Is there anything you'd like to tell me? They stealthily glance at each other. Mercedes begins hesitantly. Capitan, continue. Miguel interrupts. We're in love, Capitan. We've been seeing each other romantically for weeks. Thank you for coming clean. We weren't sure how you'd react. That doesn't matter. I'm your superior. You should have told me. See, Capitan. I see nothing wrong with this. You have my blessing. I don't really care. I just don't get hurt. Mercedes jumps forward and gives you a strong hug and a peck on the cheek. Miguel gives you a relieved smile. Thank you, Capitan. I can't express how much this means to us. You should get back to your cutlery. They thank each other several times before. They both thank you several times before taking each other by the hand and practically dancing back to the stream. Very well, we'll stop. A horse got injured. Great. Ooh. Unused. We need a lot of medicine. And I realize that having medicine as a backup currency is pretty good. Especially. Well, maybe not especially, but. You know. Especially if you want to preserve your gold for other things. Okay, we are going to not save. That's what the autosave is for. We are going to complete the mission here. I don't know if that puts us at odds with Tenochtitlan. I hope not, but we'll see. Xalapa Palace. Tepik Toton has returned from his diplomatic tour of the Totonac tribes. He welcomes you back to Xalapa with a smile on his face so big he reaches all the way from his left ear to his right. Do I have some great news for you, Santiago Armada? Although there was a small disagreement with Kempoala, all the Totonac chiefs have agreed to join me against Tenochtitlan. With the combined might of our tribes and the military and aid of Tlaxcala, we now pose a significant threat to the power that the Aztecs ever faced. Did you talk to Quihuaton? We were attacked by warriors of Kempoala. His grin fades. That conniving old bastard. Did you deal with it? We killed the attackers and kept the envoys alive. The meeting concluded quickly after that. Okay. The chieftain of Kempoala considers his city the capital of the Totonac, and he was not open to yielding any of his power. He was nothing but trouble when I came to that city, but thanks to the idol I was able to exert my influence behind the scenes, and long story short, he was overruled by his elders, and Kempoala has joined our cause without him. He must have caught wind of my plans to negotiate with Tlaxcala. He sent his warriors to ruin the meeting before I visited the city. Perhaps he thought he was that was the sticking point of my plans. What now? We can't strike directly against the Aztec settlement until we're ready for war. In the meantime, you can strike a blow against the enemy by hitting their supply lines. If you attack and raise their farms, you will not be able to stand a prolonged siege, yet it won't be enough to provoke a full-scale response for them. Killing peasants considered recreation for my troops. Sounds easy enough. I'll take care of it. Yeah, see, this is what I was concerned about. Raise a hand warning. Don't underestimate them. They may just be peasants, but they took the land from the Totonac by force, and they will not give it up without fight. I'll take the necessary precautions. Good luck, Santiago. I'll take care of the logistics of war. In the meantime, return here and deal with the farmers. So, this is what I was afraid of. I'm gonna load this one, and we're gonna go to Tenochtitlan instead and see if there are any more quests there, because it looks like I'm basically gonna be hitting the war drums pretty soon. So let us visit the great city. I don't think there's anything else except for the ancient temple, which from here to here I could do. But I don't know how Tenochtitlan would receive me. I did kill their peasants. Dang. That sucks. They don't want to visit me anymore. So, let us visit the great city. Will they treat us like gods? Will we be feasting like gods? Who knows? Oh. I do like this. Okay, herbalism. Everyone gets one ration? No, everyone gets one meat. Yeah. Hunting. Teen medicine. Yeah, we have so much meat. I don't know why. What's her face? Rita was so devastated. What we really need is food, though, so I should really I should trade food. Not food. I should trade what you call it, medicine for food. Your villagers. Oh. I feel bad for them. Where else can we go? Oops. Am I still connected? I think so. No. Equipment. He doesn't need anything else. I think we could leave Valentina and Sicarts alone. Everyone else we can well, everyone else is upgraded. So let's focus on, we have Alejandro. So let's focus on upgrading Pedro and Juan. And let's finish decking out everyone else. So my wife now beat someone up. And then okay, everyone gets one Lamite. Good. The herbalism gang is still herbalizing. Yeah. Pack of rations. Alright, let us enter. Ooh. Let us enter the city from the south side. I think that's how Cortez entered the first time. And then he entered from the north side. Because we still have to do the Noche Triste. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Hunting. Hunting. Herbalism. Rations. One meat for everyone. Good. Storerooms refurbished. Perfect. Alright, let's save the game. Let us enter Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan. On an island in a large lake at the bottom of a valley, you reach Tenochtitlan. From a distance, you can already tell that the city is incredibly rich, with a beautiful temple district, the pyramids of which rise proudly above the canopy of the surrounding forests. Enter the city. We did it. We discovered Tenochtitlan. On your way towards the long earth causeways, that lead across the lake to the island, you are intercepted by a large contingent of wards led by heavily armored soldiers in peculiar eagle costumes. They approach you respectfully with some apprehension. Maintaining a safe distance, barely close enough to communicate with them, the most extravagantly decorated eagle warrior addresses you. Children of the sun, we welcome you to Tenochtitlan. Our great Tlatoani Moctezuma Xocoyotzin invites you to his palace. Continue. Your interpreter leaves the title of Taulini in translation, but quickly adds that it refers to the emperor. Proceed into the city. Your greeting party divides in two to allow you passage and forms up behind you as an escort, following you across the causeway into the city. Up close, the city of Tenochtitlan almost defies description. It is as large as any European city you've ever visited, easily rivaling Sevilla or Cordoba for size. Its towering temples and palaces are richly decorated in blue and red, and its streets are filled with people who scatter before you and stare as you pass. Your troops are visibly struck with awe by the size and sophistication of the city. You pass through an enormous market bustling with activity, probably twice as large as the market of Sevilla. The members of your expedition are struggling to take it in all, gaping at the crowds, the buildings, and the sheer enormity of it all. Meanwhile, your feather escorts are clearing a path towards the largest and most beautiful of all the palaces, all while making sure none of your people strays away from that path. Oh, I think we entered from the west side. Oops. Maybe I should enter from the south side? Question mark. Oh, it's a bit smaller than I thought. Oh well. Tenochtitlan Palace. The Palace of Tenochtitlan is really only one of several palaces in the city, but it is distinguished by being the grandest and, not coincidentally, the one currently in use as the residence of the city's young Tlatoani, Moctezuma Xocoyotzin the Younger. Meet with Moctezuma. You are led through the palace to a large, beautiful garden, where Moctezuma himself seems to be conducting some administrative business with a handful of nobles. You are respectfully instructed to wait at the entrance to the heavily secured garden until the Tlatoani is ready to see you. Baby, let's go! The great Moctezuma Xocoyotzin appears to be about 40 years old, of a healthy height and build, and light-skinned for an Aztec. His hair is short, and his beard is well-trimmed and thin. He carries himself with the air one would expect of a great ruler, and yet he greets you in a respectful and genial manner. Honored guests, you are in the presence of Moctezuma Tlatoani of the Aztec Empire. Tell me, by what name would you be known? Great Moctezuma, my name is Santiago Armada, and these are my warriors. The Emperor receives your name with a dignified nod. You are not the first children of the sun who have come to my lands, but you are the first of your kind to enter Tenochtitlan. As such, you shall be a guest of honor in my palace for as long as you desire. Nice. At this point, Mercedes valiantly leans in and whispers in your ear. I believe it would be beneficial for diplomatic relations if we offer the Emperor a gift of some kind. $1,000 in valuables? Ooh. Sure, let's give him 1,000 valuables. You order your servants to bring forth a small chest of treasures from your caravan and present it to Moctezuma as a gift. Moctezuma looks over the spoils with a pleased expression and in turn gets his servants to bring out several chests of medicinal herbs from the palace storerooms. The Aztec Emperor himself further presents you with a gold disc and a silver disc that you recognize as the calendar of the Aztecs. But it only lost 900, so I guess it's worth 100. Continue. When the formalities are dispensed, you and your people are led to the throne room to an adjacent area. From the throne room to an adjacent area where you're met by a tall, strong man in his 30s, who you recognize from your audience with Moctezuma. Venerable guest, I am privileged to meet you. My name is Quapiatal, and I am Calcatl to Moctezuma Xocoyotzin. Our great Tlatoani has appointed me to maintain diplomatic and strategic relations with you and your people. If there's anything more you desire from us, tell me and we will discuss it. Perhaps there is something we can do. There is something we can do for you in our position as outsiders. A show of goodwill towards your great empire. Quapiatl hesitates. It's not the habit of this emperor to ask others to solve our problems. Nevertheless, how do you expect to be compensated for aid? You seem to enjoy an abundance of gold and jewels. The Aztec High General displays the amusement of a man who has burst into a dark and unfamiliar room only to find himself at home. There is one matter where we might benefit from the assistance of, as you say, outsiders. In addition to the gratitude of Tenochtitlan and the great Moctezuma, you and your people will receive treasure, food, and medicine from the royal stores. What can I do to aid our Aztec allies? To the west lies the Aztec settlement called Cuatitlan. They have neglected to send regular shipments of food to Tenochtitlan. The people of Tenochtitlan depend on these shipments from the outlying farming community to survive. Cuatitlan. Is it possible to heal? Is it possible to heal? I can't camp. I could trade. Let's browse the artisan stalls. Let's haggle. Okay. The marketplace is found in Tlatelolco, which turns out to be a sister city that lies right next to Tenochtitlan on the northern part of the island. Its market is enormous, perhaps twice the size of the city of Sevilla, and brimming with food and trinkets. The merchants are friendly and subservient. As the city is very rich, the prices are fairly steep. Most of the items are on sale in the market every day. Most of the items on sale in the market are everyday objects of little use to. However, after trawling through useless junk for the longest time, you manage to locate the few scattered stalls where artisans from outside the city are peddling supplies for trappers and warriors. Spike traps and net traps are both on sale for 400 valuables apiece. You break out the old bartering skills that served you so well back in the market back in Spain. Despite the language barrier, the Aztec merchants are no match for your assertiveness and your deft timing and inventiveness. You manage to lower their prices considerably. Let's trade. 8 medicine for 10 food. Okay. Let's leave. Okay, as we navigate the narrow streets of the sprawling market, an Aztec man steps into your path. He is dressed in fine clothes with an ostentation hat and much jewelry adorning his upper body. He speaks slowly, picking his words carefully. What did I name the stream? Oh, por Dios por la Patria del Rey. Yes. Visiting Tenochtitlan, por Dios por la Patria del Rey. He speaks slowly, picking his words carefully, evidently with a broad and precise vocabulary which seems to brush off on your interpreter. Children of the sun, I am honored to be in your presence. I am Matlal. I have been observing you for some time, and it is clear that you have an interest in good business. What is it to you? The path you took to the city, did it also take you through the city of Texcoco to the north? Did it? I don't think so. I've never visited that place. He clears is a city on the eastern bank of the lake, northeast of here, second largest city on the island after our own. Go on. I've recently had the misfortune to deal with the commander of the warriors defending Texcoco. He is a most stubborn and entitled eagle warrior by the name of Coyotl. This man has made some utterly unreasonable demands of my associates, and lately he has the audacity to issue threats should we fail to yield to his demands. How does this involve me? It is necessary that I lack the necessary weight to dissuade Coyotl from applying further pressure to me and my associates here in Tenochtitlan. My hope is that you or anyone in your group will take Coyotl out of the picture and bring his shield to me as proof. I am in possession of a large amount of valuable metals that I might surrender to you out of gratitude for your assistance. Will he not simply be replaced? My contacts in Texcoco tell me that Coyotl's warriors are growing tired of his selfish crusade. His most loyal subordinates will undoubtedly back him up if he's attacked, but most of his soldiers will be relieved to get rid of him. They will not continue to pursue his goals. He's gone. What are his demands? Matlal musters a tragic smile. That we deliver three score sacks of corn and seeds to him. His demands grow more insistent with every week that goes by. But we simply cannot give away all our goods. We all have debts to repay. Who are these associates of yours? Like myself, they are only humble merchants trying to make a living in the Great Empire. Is Texcoco another city-state? Matlal clears his throat. Texcoco is the capital of the Acolhua people. They are our allies in the Triple Alliance. The city is regarded as the cultural center of our Great Empire, and Coyotl has been stationed there with his warriors to help protect the city from the foes. I will find with him and I'll deal with him. He Bowser said gratefully. Return to me when the matter is resolved, and you'll be richly rewarded. I see. Okay. Tenochtitlan temples. The temples of Tenochtitlan aren't entirely pleased to welcome you. You're... You can sacrifice a follower again. Oh my gosh. The temples of Tenochtitlan aren't entirely pleased to welcome you. You're not allowed to pass beyond the entrance of the temple, but their high priest, Momotzli, meets you outside to do business. It is well known that the Aztec religion is mostly based around human sacrifice, and you can hear the screams of anguish emanate from the inner halls of the temple. Talk to the high priest. Momotzli is a tall and thin man in his 30s with a persistent cruel glint in his eyes. Before you even halfway through the introductions, he pulls you and your translator aside to talk in private. By now it should be clear to you that I am an influential man in the city. A favor owed by me is a significant advantage to anyone here. Okay? Judging by his outfit and the way his slaves and subordinates act around him, there is no question that this is the case. Likewise, it is clear to anyone but the greatest and most oblivious fool that you and your people are a force to be reckoned with. Now, permit me to ask you this. How familiar are you with the area around the city? I know it quite well. Momotzli seems pleased. Then you may be aware of a band of women that roam the jungles to the southwest of the city, led by a woman named Kitlali. Are you familiar with these women? I've had some dealings with these women. Confident that you're on the same page, Momotzli continues. And it is fortunate that I decided to consult with you on this matter. You see, our history with Kitlali and her band of revolutionaries is dark and troubled. It would be in our best interest if Kitlali were to be removed from our lands. And Momotzli puts quite a bit of stress on our, and it's clear that he speaks for the higher castes of Tenochtitlan. I will see what I could do about this. The high priest's face displays a peculiar smile, mixing malevolence and gratitude in a way you have previously never imagined possible. Return to me with Kitlali's talisman when you have executed a solution. Her fate is all I care about. Her sisters will be no affront to us without their most notorious war chief. Continue. Oh, I don't want to kill her. I don't want to kill her. As Momotzli retreats back into his temple, you get a feeling he has something altogether more personal at stake than the reputation of Tenochtitlan. Well, we're not killing her. I will not do that to my baby girl. We'll deal with this chucklehead first. Texcoco. The region surrounding the lake is so well populated, you probably wouldn't recognize Texcoco as a distinct city if you didn't know that it is. It almost seems like an extension of Tenochtitlan. Thousands upon thousands of people fill its streets, and the crowds part as you move towards the city center. You feel like a shark swimming through an ocean full of fish. Find a warrior. You spot a warrior on duty in one of the city's central plazas. He looks increasingly intimidated the closer you get. I seek an eagle warrior called Coyote. The man stares at you with his mouth wide open, paralyzed, and just about to give him into the temptation to push his chest to see if he'd topple over as a statue, he turns and runs off between the buildings. You raise an eyebrow and look to your followers, but they can only shrug in return. Wait. A few minutes later, a tall warrior emerges around the corner, trailed by 5 subordinates. He's wearing the costume of the Aztecs' elite eagle warriors, but it's clearly seen some heavy use and has been repaired in several places with whatever fabrics were at hand. Continue. He stops dead in his tracks when he sees you and frowns. His hand moves instinctively to the Macuahuitl at his side. Macuahuitl at his side. He speaks and turns to the warrior from before, but your interpreter hears what he's saying and translates. These are the people who asked for me? The young warrior simply nods. Coyote scrutinizes you by name. The warrior nods again. That's right. Coyote regards you warily. Then he takes another few steps towards you, never letting down his guard. My name is Coyotel. I'm the leader of the Aztec warriors in Texcoco. You're just the man I'm looking for. Why have you summoned me here, child of the sun? I'm here on behalf of Matalal. His face drops ever so slightly. I expect you have not come to deliver corn and seeds. I've been sent to make you back off. And are you set on completing this mission? I might be persuaded to change my mind. If I dispose enough valuables to bribe you, I might find it more convenient to simply pay Matalal for the goods. I'm afraid there will be no dissuading me then. You might change your mind if you're on my side of the story. Very well, make your case. He holds up his left hand warning while his right hand stays on the hilt of his weapon. Okay, very well, make your case. Coyotel takes us to the compound just outside the city center, where he and his people live. They're clearly not temporary accommodations. A military barracks consisting of 4 buildings in the Aztec style, arranged around a small square. The Eagle Warrior beckons you into the smallest building, which appears to be his home. He sits on the floor at a low table and motions you to join him. He looks tired. Matalal outright asks you to kill me. He was a little more subtle, but only a little. There's no doubt what he was asking. What did he promise you in return? Metals, I assume gold, maybe iron for weapons. He glances at your breastplates. I have been charged with defending the people north of the city from the Totonac and other enemies. In truth, I suspect the nobles are more worried about insurrection than invasion, but it doesn't matter. People here are no threat. They don't need defending, so I don't need you. Continue. He leans forward. They need help. The people who live on the outskirts of the city are sick, and they're starving. There are too few healthy people to farm the land, and Tenochtitlan does nothing. My superiors maintain I have no responsibility towards these people beyond defending them, but that's a load of nonsense. You want Matlal to help you feed them. It's not a solution, but it would keep them going until the disease blows over. With corn and seeds from Matlal and other merchants, we could feed the citizens until once again they can feed themselves. Perhaps there is another solution. Simply taking what we need from the merchants. I would bring your cause to the attention of the Emperor. The Emperor he snorts. Coyote snorts. The Emperor has already been made aware of the situation. The Emperor is sympathetic to the plight of the commoners, and he will see what he can do, which for the past month has been absolutely nothing. And then we take what we need from the merchants, I guess. Don't think it hasn't crossed my mind. My warriors would never accept such an act, though. He pauses and tilts his head slightly. A sly smile crosses his lips. Continue. Would you be willing to assist me? I know where Matala keeps the metals and where his associates keep their seed. With 5 or 6 of your troops, we could break into the storage room and acquire both. And you? He frowns apologetically. I wish I could be more directly, but my people must not suspect that I've been involved. They'll suspect when you mysteriously come to possess 70 sacks of seed. That seed will be a donation for you. I will have nothing to do with it. I mean, personally, I would just say, you know, if Tenochtitlan makes the northern tribes angry at them and long enough, and I think he means the farmlands in the north, they'd be willing to join our side, and they're already weakened position. So if I keep them in a weakened position, it'll make it easier for me to overthrow them. I cannot jeopardize my relationship with Tenochtitlan. What do you propose? I have food to spare, maybe? How much will we part with? Produce a ration. It may take a while for these starving people to get used to military rations, but this will do. 300. That's asking for too much. It's what we need to make any little difference. I might be able to obtain them if you give me time. Will you give me a name, or must I keep referring to you as Child of the Sun? My name is Santiago. Thank you. I thank you, Santiago. I've grown tired of apathy of Tenochtitlan's nobles towards the suffering of the other people, though it comes from a most unexpected place. I'm happy to see that there is still compassion in the world. Return to me with the goods, and I will aid you in distributing them. 300. I at least need a few. I need to find a lot of boar now. Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone eats one meat. I could go to my wife. What? Okay. Do I have to kill her? When was the last time I saved? Okay, right before I entered. I'm gonna see how far I can take it. I could just get a bunch of like oh, that's right. I could just get a bunch of medicine and like try to trade that way. Cause I don't have enough food to feed anyone. I mean, I had food, but now I don't. I don't know why you had to go there. Okay. Cool story, bro. The Amazon hunting camp is not where you last left it, but after searching the general area for a while, you eventually encounter a small hunting party of the warrior women and follow them to their encampment. Despite the brevity of a last encounter, Kitali greets you with the warmth of an old lover. Kitali, may I speak with you in private? Of course, loved one. Oh, I'm not doing it. I am definitely not doing it. Demonstrating quite a bit of trust in you, Kitali follows you back to your caravan where a few unlucky servants are watching over your goods while most of your troops are visiting the Amazon camp. Continue. She folds her arms across her chest in a coy manner. Why have you brought me here, Santiago? Was this the most romantic location that came to mind? Continue. If you wish to keep... She gestures towards your servants who are keeping an eye on both of you while they go about their work. If you wish to keep our tryst secret, surely this place is no better than my camp. I have been approached by the high priest of Tenochtitlan. You can tell her facial expression from her heart is sinking. The task he asked me to perform, I don't intend to carry out. Rest assured of that. He asked me to kill you. Her reaction is complex and hard to read. I'm not surprised to learn that Momotzil is actively trying to get me killed. I simply never expected that he would approach you to do it. Does he know of our bond? I'm certain he doesn't. She nods, a little shocked. What is your plan? I must borrow your talisman. I cannot allow the talisman to carry significance within our tribe that you will never understand. To part with it, even to a friend, would be unheard of. You must find another way. Then I must kill Momotzli. She listens solemnly to her plan. If you can convince the high priest that you've done what he asked, you may be able to isolate him from his subordinates and guards, and then eliminate him without any witnesses. If you pull it off, nobody in Tenochtitlan will ever know who's to blame. Continue. When you've explained how you'll go about it, Tali offers you her talisman on her own, on one condition. Swear to me on your strange god that you will bring my talisman back to me when the deed is done, along with Momotzli's headpiece. Swear it, Santiago. I swear it on my father's name. They should have capitalized father, like our father. On my father's name, that I will bring back your talisman as well as evidence that Momotzli is dead. Ha 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 ha. You both return to the camp. Can we get more food? I don't want to kill her. I just do not want to kill her. At all. She is my baby girl. Oh, rations. Eat. Okay. 300. I need to find a bunch of boar. I feel bad. Like, I really don't want to kill them. I know. I'm not a really... I'm a disgrace to my ancestors. I need like a lot of food. Maybe not a lot of food. I just need to kill a lot of boar. So I need to go to the north and do a bunch of hunting and stuff. Nothing changes. I'm getting lucky. I need to find more food. Mother trucker. Okay. Or medicine. I need to find food or medicine. Oh, there's food. Okay, perfect. Okay, we visit the storeroom just as Humberto's inspecting the result of his people's work. He eagerly shows you around the new storage space, which is large enough to hold anything you might ever want to deposit there, and then some. Perfect. From now on, you can choose some of your resources. It's to store some of your resources when you visit. Resources placed here will be safe from bandits, savages, and whatever else just might happen to be on our expedition. You can return to the fortress to receive them anytime you like. Let's deposit some resources. Our food is valuable. 150 should do for now, and then we just need to get 150 more. I don't have any equipment, and all our valuables, or not all of them, maybe like 5,000 or so. Okay, let's expand. Capitan, I hope your presence means that we'll be undertaking a new project. I have many ideas. Build a tavern. Build a trading post. Build a workshop. I think we could build a tavern. Or build a stable. The stable will double our moves for 1 day when you visit it. This allows you to move twice as far on a normal day the first day after you leave the fortress. Building it takes 5 days. It's not really important. Build a workshop. From workshop, you'll be able to buy certain items used for combat. Additionally, your workshop will generate a small amount of crafting material of your choosing. Building will take... that's nice, but it's not ideal. Build a tavern. We'll let you buy a round of drinks every week for a small morale boost to your followers. You'll be able to pick up hints and rumors from the tavern keeper. That's not bad. Build a trading post. Building a trading post will allow you to trade with Santo Domingo. Since you own the trading post, the rates will be more favorable. It will take... okay, so that's a market... so morale, a market, crafting items, or movement. And then we'll do this one for now. I still gotta buy the drinks. And then we'll do the, okay, I need you to preserve this. I need you to preserve this. And I need you to preserve that. 13. And I don't know. You could have 2 meats. 11 meat. That's not bad. What I need is... Okay, let's continue. Ooh, Herb Alley. Hunting. Oh my gosh. It's never ending. Okay, got some more trinkets. I just really want to preserve my food. Now I could be my people double. Okay, preserve, 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 preserve. Double rations. Ooh, it's just too juicy. Preserve, preserve, perfect, and preserve. Yeah. 43 rations. Good. Oh, come on. Okay. Yes, preserve more. One ration for all. Hunt. You can preserve, and you can preserve. 23 out of 28. I guess you can preserve, and then you can herbalize. One meat, wow. The accident, what happened here? Great. She fell into a trap or something. I don't know. I'll deal with it. Hunting. Well, actually, you can hunt. Rations. One meat for everyone. You preserve. Or I guess you... You hunt. You hunt. You preserve. You hunt. And then everyone has one meat, correct? So you could have another meat, so we don't waste it. Is there more like... I don't know. Is there more animals down here somewhere? I don't really need to go down here, but it'd be nice to just check it out. Hunt. And you get 1 ration. You also have to hunt, and you also have to hunt. Where's my... 159 minutes. Okay, I don't know how many rations that gets me. Meat. That's not bad. July 31st. Awesome. I wish you could sell other things as well. But then I guess the reason you don't is because you'd be so OP. Okay, now I could bring the rest of my rations. I hope, I mean. And then we could... Oh. One meat for all, so that's still 8. So, preserve. I guess you could preserve as well. 5 meat. Okay. What is this? A tavern. Nice. Umberto's workers have completed the new tavern for your fortress, and they are once again at your disposal. You buy a round of drinks at the tavern to gain a small morale boost for your people. You can also ask the tavern keeper if he's heard any rumors. Deposit resources. So I have 310. Oops. So I'm losing 300, which means I will have 160. It's not bad. 160 rations, because it's 300 rations. So, okay. Expand, Capitan. Yes. Build a trading post. It'll take the longest, but my rates will be better. So let's see how much. The French plain sign outside the tavern door proclaims El Pollo Diablo Tavern. It would be a shame to call this new tavern classy, but at least it's clean for now and appears to have a certain homely atmosphere that makes soldiers and workers alike loosen up when drunk. Tavern. We find the innkeeper in the back in the process of unpacking a shipment of wine barrels from Santo Domingo. He is tall but fit. He is a tall but fit older gentleman with long hair tied in a ponytail and an immaculate black beard with silver streaks. Capitan Armale, it's an honor to meet you at last. I'm amazed at what you've done with this settlement. I must admire a man with a strong entrepreneurial spirit. Pleasure is all mine, Senor Gaspar Gonzalez Sao, at your service. The name is clearly Portuguese, which means an obvious accent. How did you make it to Fortaleza Gutierrez, Senor Sao? Or Senor Cao? Please, I would be honored if you would simply call me Gaspar. I arrived via Santo Domingo not a week ago. I was eager to come here and serve your garrison as soon as I heard of your expedition. And how do you hope to serve me then? As your tavern keeper, I will keep your people satisfied and give them a harmless way to relax and spend their wages. If, in the course of supplying your men with drink and good food, I should pick up a few rumors or concerns among the men that you might find that you might benefit from knowing, I will of course bring them to your attention. He gives you a servile bow. I'm sure I will benefit from your service, Gaspar. He bows again. Let's leave. Let's visit. Invites you to pray with him. Pray with him. Of course. And now let's head back to Texcoco. I should have enough rations. It's 300. Just before I go off. 300 rations, yeah. I don't know how I'm going to, I don't want to override my save either, because I started in Tenochtitlan. But, you know, I worked so hard already. Leave them. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. Yikes. Mercedes, maybe you can make me some cannonballs. Let's gallop all the way to Texcoco. Ooh. Hello there. Piggy, come here. Oh, baby. Preserve, preserve. Preserve, preserve. Rations, 1 meat for everyone. 4 unused meats. Oh. Preserve. That's good enough. They're all devoted. Oh, yeah, baby. This is what happens when you get wasted. Sorry. Is it all? 10 meat. That's not bad. And we gained some more medicine. Medicine is a godsend. I have to remember that for next time, to have a lot of medicine. A lot of medicine and at least 20 rations. Or 200 rations. Extra. Although I don't know how much more. What I'm thinking about right now is experience. So, I really need to get as much experience as possible. Available 140. Because I still need like 2,000 experience left. 1,800, I think. I still need 1,800 experience to upgrade 2 more guys, and it'll be done. Well, no, that's a lie. I need 600. 12. I still need 1,200 experience to upgrade 3 guys, and then he needs 1,000. Okay. Sure. Texcoco. We return to his compound in Texcoco. He waits for your side. What is the news? I have 300 rations. I have the 300 rations you need. He stands and bows deeply. He looks genuinely moved by generosity. I accept your generous donation. Have your servants deliver the food to our compound, and Matla will never hear from me again. Deliver 300 rations to Kotoil. Sure. We have lost morale from our greedy followers. It's okay. We still have 185. Your tremendous generosity stirs major controversy among your people, almost to the point of physical conflict. While your troops are engaged in their shouting contests, your servants quietly load a huge delivery rations into a cart and transport it to Kotoil's compound, where he and his warriors stand ready to receive it. When the rations have been delivered, Kotoil gives you a shield as proof for Matal, then he bids you farewell and thanks. Awesome. See, ladies and gentlemen, it's only 300 rations. I suppose it'd be much difficult in harder settings. That didn't give me experience. Oh. I fail one of these no matter what. Protect the envoy, yeah. You find Matlal in the market near where he approached you. Child of the sun, you return from Texcoco. Do you bring good news concerning Coyotel? Show me a shield. 50 experience? Come on, dog. His impeccably polite facade is lit up with joy. Fantastic. I consider the terms of our agreement fulfilled, and I will have my servants bring a cartload of metals and valuables to your caravan. It has been a distinct pleasure doing business with you. Way better. The merchant bows and leads you to the arrangements. You turn to your carts, and half an hour later, 4 overtaxed servants arrive with an old wooden cart loaded with iron ore and gold. Awesome. When was my last save? Right outside Texcoco. That's perfect. Okay. Let's try to kill this guy. I don't think it's gonna end well, but the temple is Tenochtitlan. Welcome you back to Momotzil once again. And the temples of Tenochtitlan, Grand Hall Temple. Accept the invitation. Momotzil sends you away for a few hours while his servants prepare a feast in gratitude for your service. You order your men to conceal knives about their person before you all show up at the festival hall to partake in the celebrations. Continue. Okay, you allow your people to eat before you carry out your plan, which spreads quite a bit of mirth throughout your ranks, but you expressly forbid them to drink any intoxicating refreshments. Conveniently, Momotzil has elected to keep the feast a secret to everyone who isn't attending, out of fear of having more guests than he's willing to entertain, no doubt. Halfway through dinner, you sense an opportunity when most of the Aztec guards are showing distinct signs of intoxication, and the guards are about to change shifts. You must strike now, before the guards retire, so that all the witnesses may be eliminated. Stick to my people attack. How many do I have to kill? 10 enemies. And I can't prevent any of them from escaping, no doubt. Ooh. That's fine. Oh my gosh, come on. Dog. I should have brought Laszlo. Oh, I did bring Laszlo. I meant Rita. Yay. That's fine. In a flash, your men produce knives and quickly dispatch the Aztec priesthood. The enemy guards are completely taken aback, and by the time they engage your people, the deed is already done. Even though the guards are well armed, your people kill them all with only concealable weapons they brought. Take his headdress. Oh, awesome. While your people make sure there are no survivors, you walk back to your seat and pick up Momotsli's bloodied headpiece off the floor. You kick his lifeless body a few times to make sure he's dead as he looks. Then you leave with your men. Nobody stops you on your way out. Oh, awesome. Let's go. Let's go back to my wife. Tell her the deed is done. Awesome. That totally did not backfire. Guys, we did it. And I get paid. I'll treat him. Could have been a flawless victory. Oh well. One meat for everyone. Oh, you could tinker. I don't know why this is the fastest way, but okay. Sure. Whatever you say, Chief. Whatever you say. Did I bring the talisman back? I assume I did. The Amazons. The Amazon hunting camp is not where you left it last. But after searching, She greets us with anticipation. I'm always glad to see you again, Santiago, but tell me, what news do you bring of the Aztec high priest? Give her Umutzli's headpiece. She lights up in a most sincere and relieved smile that's ever graced her face. She jumps forward and embraces you warmly. Then she takes the headpiece from you and regards it carefully, still grinning. I'm not sure you understand what this means to me. I get a sense that you have some history with Umutzli. She nods apologetically. You have earned that story. Before we were cast out from the city, Umutzli had his heart set on marrying me. I rejected him time and again, but he was persistent, convinced that I would eventually give in. In time, his desire grew bitter. His feelings for me turned reproachful. I can't fault him for that. To be rejected by a woman like you would break the best man. She laughs and pokes you in the ribs. Umutzli played no small part in passing the law against women fighting for the city. I suspect he hoped it would force me to marry him. When I learned that he wanted me dead, I was not surprised. Since then, his wrath has been like a dark cloud hanging above my head. You have freed me from his invisible presence. Continue. She looks deeply into my eyes, and her voice becomes solemn. Thank you, Santiago, my love. Oh, cinema, baby. Continue. She hugs you because you did deeply. Come with me, Kitali. I can't bear to be apart from you. She looks into my eyes. Yes. Before you have a chance to reply, Kitali laughs joyously and runs off to arrange for a gift of food and gold for your expedition. You haven't seen her like this, outwardly happy before. It renders her more beautiful than ever. Wait for her to return. Did she join my party? After several minutes, she comes back with a few of her warrior sisters. Santiago, this is Teoiki. She will take charge of our tribe while I'm gone. Pleased to meet you, Teoiki. I hope you will bear me no ill will for stealing away Kitali. She smiles and bows. Kitali has trained us well. We can defend ourselves if need be. Continue. Besides, the other woman glances at Kitali and receives a smile and a nod. Besides, she has spoken highly of you. Any time an opportunity for it arose, I will not be held responsible for keeping you apart. Continue. She's joined our expedition. Why did Sierra get one? Oh, is she greedy? With that, Kitali parts with her sisters and finds her place in her caravan among our people. End of end. Oh, based. Wait, do I have to upgrade her too? Oh, I do. It's not like I used her anyway. Peaceful, courageous, and proud. She's 26? Oh my god. Why did Sierra gain? Oh, so Sierra's greedy. Who has equipment? Who has extra equipment, I should say. Because I don't have extra equipment. Rita, Oslo. Looks like I gotta buy some equipment. 300. No, again, we're saving it up. I could theoretically do these two, but then I'd have 140 again. The short spot. Anyway, she's peaceful, courageous, and proud. Proud and fierce and gorgeous. Kitali was the unofficial leader of a small group of women who participated in the defense of the Aztec city of Tenochtitlan. When the high priest Umutzli cast his affections on her, she rejected him and suffered his wrath in return. Denied the right to serve her city and faced with losing her sisters, she chose exile and her sisters followed. Now officially the war chief of the warrior women, she used advanced and cunning tactics to lead her new tribe to prosperity despite her powerful enemies. She's sexist. Based. She's good at patrolling and hunting. Okay, I consumed 4,000 food and I used 360 medicine. Okay. I do have to go back north, so I think we finished building something. Hunting. Oh. Actually, everyone has one ration. Yeah. Patrolling. Okay. I think now we're safe enough to where we can save. And I wouldn't feel bad. And something noticeable has changed in Cuautitlan. It's still the monuments of misery and despair that you remember from your last visit. The chieftain Itzitquitl is still alive, but he still needs his wife to fetch him for him. I've come to collect the food you owe Tenochtitlan. This feels so wrong. He attempts to growl in anger, which may once have been able to pull off an intimidating effect, but now simply turns into predictable coughing fits. Oh, my connection's bad. Look around, white man. Do you see much food to take? Does our market overflow with tribute stolen from poor, famished Tenochtitlan? You're right, of course, but Tenochtitlan needs food as well. I'm sure they do. The hundreds of thousands of people concentrated upon a tiny island. How will they feed themselves and not from the support of hard-working farmers for miles and miles around? They might have considered that before they left us to rot in our disease and famine. Well, let's find a solution to this problem so everyone can eat. The food is hidden because we knew Tenochtitlan would come for its dues, but we will starve without it. These are our last reserves, and we pray to all the gods that it will keep us going through the damnable plague. I could try to buy the food from him. I sympathize with your plights. But you have to pay your debts. My diplomacy is garbage. It is absolutely garbage. Fine, you win. We'll return to Tenochtitlan and tell them you have no food to give. I mean, I could try. The chieftain looks around, dead you in the eye for a long while, then he nods. What do you have to offer? 100 of my own rations. He shakes his head. You will offer the food we stand lose from your own stores? I did not expect such kindness, though times will get even harder for us. We accept your offer, golden tongue one. It is better than earning the wrath of Tenochtitlan. Continue. Everyone, okay, peaceful gained, aggressive loss, altruistic gained, greedy loss, and then I got something. I forgot. While your servants unload the goods from your carts, the chieftain brings you to the western side. He raises his arm weakly to point along the footpath and disappears into the wilderness. There, walk along this path west until you reach a cairn, turn south, and then follow the ruins until you find an unnatural arrangement of stones. The food is buried in the center. Thank you. I wish you all good luck. What did he say? West? Until the cairn. I did not read what he said. Oh my gosh. We're not gonna go for long. We'll only go for a couple hours. I do have business to do in the morning, so sorry. $100 my own rations. Greedy has lost and gained 25. There, walk along this path west until you reach a cairn. Turn south, then and follow the ruins until you find an unnatural arrangement of stone. The food is buried in the center. So, west. Cairn, south. Unnatural arrangements of stones. I feel like it. And south. Found a grave. It isn't much, but it's, you know, it's not like we're starving here. Ah, there it is. Wow, it's awesome. You, like, listen to the game and it points in the right direction. I wish more games were like that, unironically. You locate the stone formation where you've been instructed to look. Dig between the stones. Your servants immediately begin digging, and almost immediately they strike thick shale tablets. When the tablets are pulled, they reveal a cavity with many sacks of food. Take the food. 3 entire carts are filled with food before the earthen cavity is empty. This might have indeed kept collectively going for a while with sufficiently strict rationing, though you doubt it will feed Tenochtitlan land for even a day. That's the problem, but oh well. It's not me to decide. Oh. Also, I do appreciate the fact that the guy's name was Motzil, considering the fact that there is one, I'm just gonna say it. I went to go see a concert for a K-pop girl group twice, and the two biases I have, which a bias is who you stan, or who's your favorite, and my bias is Momo and Chewy. So the fact that Momotsli is literally Momo. Thank you so much. Everyone has 1 meat. And now I have enough medicine, so I can buy food. Actually, can I buy food from here? What is this house? Oh, that's probably where I have to go. I wonder if it counts as a... what you call it? If you give away your food, your rations, does it count as consuming them? I don't think so. The Spotted Curse. Traveling through the outskirts of the city of Tenochtitlan, you come across a small square with a basin in the center. The square is crowded with people going about their business, but you quickly notice the 24 people lying around the basin. Some wear bandages, others coughing and looking pale and sick. At the opposite of the square, you see a curious-looking Aztec, his face and body scarred like nothing you ever seen before, tending to be patient. Approach the scarred man. As you come closer, it's almost as if his scars make up a pattern, but you can't quite discern what they are supposed to resemble. As he finishes tending to his patient, he looks up at you and smiles. Wiping his hands, he comes towards you and introduces himself as Nahuitl. The translator says his name, or in Nahuatl. The language of the Aztecs. Or kind of. It says his name is Patli, and explains that he's a doctor and a shaman in this part of the city. With grand gestures and a warm and genuine enthusiasm, Patria continues to speak. The stars racing across the sky carried bad omens, and you seem like the sort that could cause all sorts of trouble. I do not believe in such things. We bend our fates by the strength of our own hands. What omens? A year ago, as I mentioned, a star raced brightly across the sky. It is considered a very bad omen. I believe that it merely becomes what we make of it. I saw it as a sign of something new, a great change. For many moons now, I have waited for that change, to shake loose these tiresome old ailments. Patria gestures towards the patients around the plaza. What's wrong with them? The same as always. Fever, infection, sore bones, boring. Never anything exciting. I heard of a rumor where an entire village carried spots on their skin, but I have not been able to go. It sounds fascinating, though. Why can't I get some of that my way? Tell him about Coatitlan. You tell him about the village full of starving people with blisters all over their bodies that you suspect to be smallpox. Patria seems very intrigued, and his smile grows as you describe the village filled with smallpox. As you finish, he's quick to make a request. Should your path take you again, would you be willing to bring me back a patient? Continue. Senor, I don't think this wide Lord knows what devil worshipping ritual this heathen will use it for. I guess so. But I need the XP. Besides, I already saved, so. Accept his request. He lights up and is about to hug you, but thinks better of it when he remembers his hands are covered in blood. Instead, he nods in sincere acknowledgement and thanks you. Okay. Oh man, my bowels are bowling. Okay. We're in Tenochtitlan Palace. Capital receives you in the palace gardens where you met Moctezuma, though the emperor himself is not present. The royal guard informs me that you have brought 3 carts full of food with you back from Quatulan. I take it they were agreeable with your dealings. Some coercion was required, but it all worked out. Perfect. On behalf of the Empire, I give our thanks. A gift of gold is prepared as we speak and will be delivered to your people when we're done here. Awesome. Oh, okay. He folds his arm behind his back in a very military fashion. As you have shown both an interest in furthering our diplomatic relations and a willingness to aid us in matters where interference is best left secret, another matter has come up that would benefit from your attention. I'm all ears. Your interpreter clearly struggles a little with that idiom, and Quapital's puzzled facial expression indicates that the translation didn't quite hit the mark. Yes, well, as you may be aware, there is a nation called Tlaxcala to the east. They've never been under our control despite our best efforts, but they are surrounded by our empire on all sides. I don't believe I had any dealings with the Tlaxcala yet. Very good. The fact that the Tlaxcala have managed to resist us for so long makes them important. It comes to my attention that a group of nobles from Tenochtitlan, acting against at their own behalf, have arranged a secret diplomatic meeting with Tlaxcala to negotiate terms of peace. The Emperor does not desire peace. The Emperor desires nothing less than the subjugation of Tlaxcala and its full integration into the Aztec Empire. The nobles know this. We believe their plot calls for the assassination of the Emperor. I thought the Emperor was generally well liked. The Emperor is a great ruler who enjoys the love and respect of his people, but any great ruler has his enemies. What shall we do about this? Capital smiles and frowns at the same time. The effect is somewhat menacing. It would please the Emperor greatly if unknown forces acting alone were to show up at the secret meeting and, for example, take the lives of everyone involved. Okay, where is this meeting? According to my resources, they're meeting in the ruins of a Toltec temple to the east, on the edge of the swamplands. It would be best if nobody makes it out alive. After pointing out the approximate location of the Toltec ruins on your map, Capital thanks you for your time, and you're once again escorted respectfully out of the palace. 400. don't think it's here, is it? Oh, it's here. I feel like I want to go back to the port. Let's trade to get some more food. 100 valuables. Okay, let's finish building up our camp. When was my last save? The tribute. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to level up everybody. Maybe I'm not supposed to level up everybody. So chapel, tavern. No. Let's continue on then. Rations. Everyone has one meat, correct? Yes. Except for my actual wife and Kawana. Nothing happened. Okay, nice. Even B. Or take longer. Let's go. What's the worst that's gonna happen? I could always reload to the tribute again. What was that? 9 metal or something? I have not been to the port in a long time, so let's head there. Okay. 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, I think that's good. Trade post open. I knew it. So let's visit the port. And then we can go back and then buy more stuff. Alright, let's see. Toltec Temple Ruins. The Toltec Temple is one of several ruined buildings sitting on a large plain. The large, flat buildings form a square, alongside one of which sits a pyramid of modest size compared to the ones at Tenochtitlan. A group of servants standing around an oxen-drawn carts in front of the tunnel entrance at the base of the pyramid. Tactics. 17 out of 20, I think. Let's try to capture them alive. A handful of our troops around the buildings and approach the servants from either side. In a quick, flawlessly executed plan, they take the servants by surprise, knocking some of them out with powerful strikes to the head, while the others are grabbed from the behind and silenced with a cloth in their mouth. Our troops regroup in the front of the tunnel entrance. Miguel speaks up. Capitan Armada, we don't know how many enemies await us down there. We should enter with our weapons sheathed and get an idea of the tactical situation. Then we can try to trick them into splitting up with the promise of free passage for some of them. The rest of the force will be waiting for them here and kill them when they emerge. Meanwhile, we will deal with the ones left behind. Rita steps forward. Capitan, we can't let any of them escape. The The wall of the entrance looks weak. My suggestion is that we go in and use our cannon to blast away the supports. That will keep everyone in so we can kill them without worrying about anyone slipping past us. Oh, yes! If we're lucky, we'll even catch them with the blast. Collapse the entrance with a cannon blast when we're in. But how do we get out? Sure. I want to see how this works out. Your servants roll the cannon up to the entrance of the pyramid and load it off for a powerful shot. You find the weakest point in an otherwise sturdy structure and aim the falconetta direct at it. Go, go! You load a group of leading a group of your people into the old building. You run down a long flight of stairs and then shout for everyone to hit the dirt. Fire! A deafening boom shakes the ground under your feet, and your dim surroundings vanish in a cloud of smoke. You hear the stones crumbling behind you, large blocks of rock fly over your head, and pebbles showering your back. Screams of pain ring out from the further inside the temple. Attack! Brother. Okay, I'm gonna bring my wife. It's gonna just be kill, kill, kill. So, I don't have any equipment in here. Ten enemies. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 3 there. And we have... I see. Let's set up a perimeter. Laszlo. Get this guy. Baby girl, you can't do that. No. I just love to kill people. They can't escape, so... you know what? There are probably traps here, too, so... Oh! Ow. Come on, die. Perfect. Woo. I feel like a killing machine. Oh my gosh, look at me. No way you survived, bro. No way you survived. Intercept. Okay, just... How do we get out? That's the real question here. How do we get out? Ooh, you can't run away from me, buddy boy. Woohoo! Flawless victory, baby. Okay. Our proud followers again. Morale. When all the enemies are dispatched, your troops quickly search their bodies and pocket what few trinkets they find. The end of a long rope falls through one of the holes in the ceiling of the temple. A few of your servants peek in from above, waving for you to grab the rope so they can pull you out. You climb out with the rest of your troops so you can fall quickly. Oh, nice. Alright, let's continue north. Yeah. Let's visit the eastern side. Again. It's been a hot minute since we were there, wasn't it? Bro, that cannonball was fire. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Abandoned camp. Your patrol catches a glimpse of old tents between the thick vegetation. Approach the camp. Our patrol cautiously approaches the camp. From the edge of a small clearing, our people observe what appears to be an abandoned native hunting camp. Search the camp. Oh, nice. We rifle through the old bivouacs. The camp is old and appears to have been abandoned in a hurry. Several valuable objects are recovered, in addition to a small amount of well-preserved medicinal herbs. When the camp has been thoroughly searched, your patrol returns to your camp. Yay! Yeah! I'll be back for it. I want to see what this port is. Okay, that's literally right there. It's on my way. Come on. It was begging for me. Is Mexico swampy like this? I have no idea. I've only been on the western side of Mexico, so I wouldn't. No. 1 meat for everyone. 10 left. Preserve. Oh, I guess that's enough. Okay, not bad. 12 meat. It's August. Awesome. I forget when Cortez arrived. It might have been August. It might have been the summertime. I'd have to relook at it. But we're making good progress. 1519, and we're already about to attack Tenochtitlan. The siege itself took over a year, so you know no doubt that it was quite the task. Good, we're getting a lot of rations. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. Okay, this means I can go home. I see. I think what that is it signals the end of the game, so it allows me to just go home. Like, back to España, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's how I end the game. Because in Rome, we ended by either attacking or defending ourselves, and then it's like a final choice we make. This is that final choice. That's right, baby girl. You don't have to worry. My wife. Oh, hey. How did I know I didn't see this? Tell you could try again. This one meat for everyone. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, there's no way I can even escape that. There's just no way I could even reach there. Patrol is unusually high. You know what that means. So you get to a point where you could reasonably feed your entire crew off of the meat you find. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, it seems as though once you're done with this place, you're done with this place. So that's reassuring, I guess. Everyone has a job? Okay. Let's head back to Fortaleza Gutierrez. What happened? Oh no. He like blew up or something. I will personally treat him. I do need medicine, so. Need to find more medicine. Yeah. Medicine is goated, but I need more of it. More medicine? You gotta be kidding me. Brother, please. You embarrass me, brother. Raphael, you gotta go hunting. You gotta earn your keep, boy. Oh, Mercedes can... You can just gain valuables by just doing nothing. Summertime and the living's easy. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm sorry, I need all the medicine I can get. Okay, everyone gets 2 meals. Yeah, there. And we gained 23 meat. Awesome. I think there was medicine here. Oh, we could also finish the other mission we had. Now that I visited. I read through this in the beginning, so I'm not going to really read through it again. What now? Sounds easy enough. I'll take care of it. I'll take necessary precautions. We didn't need to trade in valuables for medicine, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And besides, we could think of it as like all the trinkets we found on the road help pay for that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Brother, please. Oh, I'm eating food as well. Oops. Oh well. It's fine, I'm sure I could come across more food, so let's build up our reserves now while we still have time and sanity. I'm in paradise now, baby. My paradise has been lost, but now has been found. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Preserve and preserve. Awesome. Alright. Now we could trade our medicine for some more herbs. I mean, some more trinkets and stuff. One meat for everyone. 5 unused meat you could preserve. Yeah. I could just make so many cannibals. Oh my lord. After this, what can you make for me? Make me a spike trap. Hunt for me. Alright, we should be almost done with I'm gonna leave those herbs anyway. Because I'm pretty sure we have, yeah, a lot of medicine. Are herbs actually that perishable? Okay, everyone has 2 meats, 7 preserve, so you preserve. And you make me a cannonball. Yeah. The tonic attack? Why? You're in your tent preparing to go to bed when an arrow. Yeah. We're under attack. Stop running around like headless chickens and form up on me. Spread out and hunt them down. We will not stand for this. And then Ana and Montego. We gotta eliminate all of them anyway. Okay, I don't see them. I see 1, 2. There's no way there's just 2 of them. 3. But they're on the opposite side as well, right? 4, 5, 6. Okay. We're gonna attack these 3 first. I hope there's no traps. Where is Montego? Can he reach? No, he cannot. No, he cannot. There's 7. There's 9 more enemies? Oh my goodness. Ah, great. Okay. Okay. There's 2 there. Alejandro's gonna die. They're all trappers as well, so I hate them.
Yeah.
Six enemies remaining. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these two will go here. These two will go here. Okay. Thank you for making my job easier. Okay, let's see. And okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do this to yourself, I guess. What if I just shoot him? It's okay, Sirius. It wasn't your strongest suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bastardo. Victory! Got a #1 victory royale. Gain morale. Perfect. The Aerostorm seems to never let up, but with steerly determination, you hunt down the Teutonic archers and kill them one by one. By the end of it, your troops return to camp. Most of your people are still standing. You tend to the wounded and count your blessings. This was a learning experience, and such egregious lapse of camp security should not be repeated. Oh my gosh. Yeah, how I hate that. It's like you don't even get a chance to, you know, heal your guys. They just die. Anyway, Umberto, what do you have for me? Fortaleza, Umberto's worker to complete a new trading post, and once again they're at our disposal. Awesome. The trading post works like a normal trade menu, but the exchange rate is more favorable because you are the owner. Like other merchants, the trading post will be set every week. You see a familiar face who waits us in the hall. Coyote approaches you unarmed with a smile on his face. We meet again, Santiago Armada. I hope you don't mind my intrusion. I didn't expect you to find you here. Getting inside was not easy, and your guards do their job well. Why are you here? Here's a... He clears his throat awkwardly. I am here to offer you my loyalty. You wish to join me? I was intrigued by your generosity back in Texcoco. My warriors are distributing the rations you gave us, but I feel like my work there is done. I will travel with you if you will have me. There's more to it than that. He folds his arm across his chest. You have the attention of Moctezuma. Change follows closely in your wake. I wish to be on the right side of that change. I'm glad to have you with me. He extends his hand with a smile. Shake his hand. I will serve you well. Continue. Awesome. Why does Sierra gain morale? What? Sierra? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Cotoyo picks up the sack with a brief personal respect and leaves the home. Let's leave some stuff here. Okay, expand the fortress. Capitan, I hope your presence here means we'll be undertaking a new project. I have many ideas. Sure, build me a workshop. Okay, what do I get then? The new trading post is modest, but appears to be well stocked. You are met at the entrance by a middle-aged woman with long gray hair. Venerable Senor Armada, it is honored to meet you in person. I am your humble servant, Maria Núñez Jiménez Garrido de Grijalava. Thank you for accepting this post, Senora de Grijalava. Senorita, please, I've never found the time to marry. Too much work to be done in the world. She chuckles and beckons you to come inside and inspect her wares. Have you managed to establish a good trading route to Española? CC, our first ship from Santo Domingo moored safely at the harbor yesterday, and we sent a second order to Señor Diniz in Santiago de los Caballeros. We are well stocked with valuables, foods, medicine, and equipment. Everything I imagine you would need on your travels. Thank you, Senorita. Your work here is very valuable to our expedition. She smiles and nods graciously. Would you like to browse our goods, Senor Capitan? Yeah. I need 1,000 left, so that's good enough. I also need ration. Oh, herbs. Herb gaming. We are herb gaming, guys. We are herb gaming. Make a nut trap for me, senorita. What does Coyotil do? I guess he could guard. Okay. The reason I'm getting more guys, even though technically it's not in my best interest to do so, because it's, look, 17 is because there's an achievement where you have to hire X amount of people. Well, okay, you have to hire 6 amount of people on your journey, and I have right now Miguel's 1, Kitali 2, Tayana 3, Coyotil 4, and Akaona 5. So there's one more guy that I'm missing. I don't know who it is. I'm pretty sure it's the medicine man back in the camp or the outskirts of Tenochtitlan. To lead or to follow? Coyotil has just finished relating the story of how he once, with a small group of warriors, defeated a large group of Mixtec warriors defending a strategically important village. Allegedly involved a night ambush, a bold distraction, and a not insignificant amount of hilarious quips. Other members of our expedition seem powerfully entertained by the Eagle Warriors' shenanigans. As Coyotil's stories come to an end and the people finish their meals, they disperse into the camp to finish the chores for the night, but Coyotil hangs around, having already finished his work for the evening. I'm not accustomed to following another commander. You had superiors in Tenochtitlan. Well, of course I've had superiors, but as an Eagle Warrior, I've always been in charge of the men I fought with. Have you always been an Eagle Warrior? Only nobility qualifies to become an Eagle Warrior. From the first time I was taught to fight, it was with an eye to turning me into a leader on the battlefield. It's a privilege to have you by my side, Coyotil. Likewise, Capitan Armada. So, it seems like you're settling in? I have a lot left to learn about your people and your culture, but I'm grateful for the opportunity. I had become somewhat stuck in my station in Texcoco. This is a good change of pace. I'm glad to hear it. You'll have to excuse me, I need to finish my work for the night. Of course, Capitan. I think I'll make a quick round of the guard post myself before I go to bed. I sleep better knowing that when I know everything is in order. Alright, I think that'll do it for today. It's a bit of a shorter stream, but, you know, we have to... What I think we have to do is we have to go back to... Cuautlan and bring back a corpse. We'll probably get sick, so I need to stockpile a lot of medicine. Yeah. And it takes, 7 days? So by the time I get there, I should be done, and then, yeah. Preserving. 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 He's a champion? What is she? A trapper? A civilian? An Amazon? Oh my gosh. Who else Who else could I possibly employ? Again, I'm thinking it's the doctor. Because... Oh, that's right. Maybe next time I could finish up the trials here. I thought they were connected, but maybe they're not. Yeah, let's head down there now, shall we? Options. Everyone has one meat, right? Coyote, what's your... yeah. I like how we're all on, you greedy... You greedy little... Oh. Fortress Tavern. Interesting. When a Gaspar sees you enter the tavern, he opens up his mouth to tell you something, but he is immediately interrupted by when a young man runs up to you from the back of the room with an eager gait. To your surprise, he addresses you in decent Spanish. Honored Shining Champion. This is Nekali, warrior of the Totonac. Nice to meet you. He nods respectfully. Nekali has left his village to become a shining warrior. He is one of the finest warriors of any tribe in these lands, and he wishes to join your expedition. Wait, you are Nekali, yes? He smiles, slightly confused. Yes, Nekali is among the greatest warriors of the Totonac. You refer to yourself in the third person. He blinks, uncomprehending. You have a hunch that he may not be the most keen student of grammar. Okay. This reminds me of a game called Kenshi, and this would be a beep character. Someone who refers to himself in the third person. What can Nekali do for me? Nekali will serve you as a courageous warrior. He is fast in battle and unmatched with a macuatil. He will help you fight he will help you fight the Aztecs and bring glory to you and your shining warriors. What do you expect in return for your help? For his service, Nekali desires nothing but to share in your glory on the battlefield, to face your enemies unwavering and merciless. Why do you leave your tribe to fight for me? Nekali has been told of your strength in battle and your ruthlessness towards your enemies. He admires such qualities more than anything else, and sees the weakness growing in his people, so too does he see your strength growing. Very well, consider yourself a part of my expedition. I could fight them. I technically saved. We have no vacancies. You'll have to fight one of my people to the death. I want to see if this gets me an achievement. I don't mean this. I'm gonna... Yeah. Let's see if you could beat Rosalia. And she's pretty good. A shocked murmur rises from the members of your expedition when your order rings out. Nekali mirrors their surprise for a moment, but folds his face back into a confident, determined expression. I accept your challenge. Rosalia steps forward with a bitter look in her eyes and draws her weapon. Your entire expedition forms a circle around the two as they touch each other's form and stands with careful jabs and swings. Does she die? With a swift movement, Nekali thrusts his spear towards the wary Padilla, but the soldier jumps aside just in time to retaliate, slicing a deep gash into Nekali's left arm. Not even flinching, Nekali swings his spear around, cracking Padilla across the back of the head with the pole. Your soldier stumbles slightly, but recovers and gets her guard back up precisely too quickly for Nekali to end the fight then and there. Another period of careful testing follows. Suddenly, Padilla produces a small knife seemingly out of nowhere and inflicts at Nekali with a deft movement, simultaneously lurching forwards with a weapon raised. Incredibly, Nekali doesn't try to avoid the thrown blade, instead leveling his spear at the chest of Padilla. Oh, she dies. They lost morale. Some gained morale, but some lost. The unsuspecting soldier is impaled on a primitive weapon, blinking at Nekali in disbelief as her life leaves her with one final breath. Nekali puts his foot forward against his dead opponent's shoulder, pushes her off her spear, then yanks the dagger from his chest, and pushes through the silent crowd to take place among the expedition. Oh, I didn't get anything, but she died? So I lost morale, but some people gained morale? I honestly could... She's 19? Oh, that's right. Young Rosalia is the daughter of your father's most trusted sword arm. From the time she could walk, she started training. Her father determined to honor his name. Because her father wished for a son, approval did not come easy, but she attained it. I am not. I thought I'd get an achievement. I mean, that's awesome that they include that, but I thought I'd get an achievement. Poor Rosalia. No, you kidding me? What? What? Nice to meet you. Third person. What can you do for me? What do you expect? Why would you leave your tribe? Very well, consider yourself a part of my expedition. Coyote Nakali. Fewer people shake Nakali's hand as he proudly returns to his table. Nobody seems outright opposed to his joining. Okay, I guess not. Anything you should know about Gaspard? I don't hear a lot complaining from people. They generally seem in good spirits. They trust your leadership, and they're satisfied in the way your expedition went far. In my opinion, you have nothing more about. Sure, let's buy a round forever. Oh, wait, I can't. Let's pray. Alright, we'll end it there. I can't believe she dies. No, you kidding me? No, no, no. I'm gonna do a quick couple minutes and read through the new character's lore. So I read through Kitali. Coyote, open-minded, altruistic, proud. The grizzled and sardonic Coyote was a distinguished eagle warrior of the Aztec until he angered the nobles of Tenochtitlan. Unhappy with their apathy towards the suffering of the commoners, he took matters in his own hands and went against their explicit orders. In doing so, he lost command of his warriors and was forced to leave the city of Texcoco, where he had been stationed. Instead, he joined your expedition. Okay. Anacaona, 14. The daughter of the Totonac chief Tepitoton. Anacaona is friendly and adventurous and somewhat hyperactive young girl, burdened with a privileged but boring bored upbringing. As the daughter of a local chieftain, she is a considerable diplomatic asset and helps that her Spanish is impeccable. Nice. Sicart, 38 years old. Miguel is one of the few survivors of Felipe Gutierrez's expedition that you encounter on the mainland. You found him in a small hut that he built himself, and after a little adventure with a poisonous frog paella, you convinced him to join your expedition. Annoyingly, he continues to evade all your questions about Gutierrez, but wastes no time to call your predecessor a fool. Diana, 17. She's 17? Oh my gosh. I imagine I'm like my late 20s, like 28 or something. Your loving father, peaceful, open-minded, and adventurous. Diana, your loving wife, who you married in a small village where her father ruled a wealthy tribe of pearl fishers. Diana exhibits many traits often found in those who have been privileged with a safe and largely carefree existence. And her optimism and charisma makes her light up in a beacon of your expedition. She's also sexist. Nakali, aggressive, open-minded, and courageous. Nakali means battle in the language of the natives, and true to his name, he is without a doubt one of the finest warriors of any of the Totonac tribes. Nakali has been a warrior from the day he was born, raised to protect the village with his fellow tribesmen from the greed of the Aztec. When tales of your campaign against the Aztecs spread to his home, he was quick to leave his village and seek us out. I do got to use more natives in my battles. Alright, so let's see. 26, 31, 14. I think Anacaona is the youngest. 49, 30, 31, 22, 38, 25, 24, 22, 27. Yeah, I feel like me and Juan are about the same age. 46, Rita, 47. 19. I think Rosalie is the youngest of the members I took to my party. Or it could be more likely that me and Sierra are like the same age or similar ages. So maybe I'm like 25 or 26 in the game. Because she has been with us for like ever. She was born in servitude to our family. Sierra started her training as a squire. She developed a taste for combat very quickly, and her skills became apparent to me, to us, to you. At our suggestion, to your suggestion, she joined your Hermandad as a full-time soldier and has been training for the past several years before you went on your expedition. 17. And again, the youngest member of our party is 14, and the oldest is 49. It's basically 50 years old. I guess since we started, they gained a year, so add a year to everyone. But anyway, that is where we'll end it here. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream. I don't know why I'm getting this way. There's some things I have to do, so I must get going. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I enjoyed. I love playing Expedition. I love playing Expedition games. They're so fun. I saw somewhere that Expeditions Conquistador and Rome are the better Expedition games, which makes me kind of concerned for Vikings, but I'll see it when I buy. I'll still buy it. It'll be on discount, so I don't know when it'll be, but it'll be in the future. But man, Nikali makes me really want to play Kenshi, so I am gonna do that. But as always, I've been your host, Spanish Galleon. Thank you so much for joining me on this expedition. We will try to conquer the Aztec Empire next time. We'll try to finish as many quests as possible, and we'll finish the trial in the temple, and yeah. We'll stream Saturday because Friday I want to have off, and yeah, that'll be all. So again, I've been your host, Spanish Galleon, and as always, Viva Cristo Rey, arriba Hispanidad, adelante Hispanos, adios vuestros ustedes. Oh, stay tuned for Friday. There's a new video dropping. So yeah, thank you so much for your support.